Hi, this is CJ, and welcome to another episode of CJ Hair Talks in the Car, where we talk about all things natural hair and highlight beauties who have contributed greatly to the natural hair community. Our conversations are real, relatable, relevant, so sit back, relax, and enjoy as we dive deep into what we know is true and core to us as women of color. So join the conversation and listen into the episode. And remember, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. Have a great one. Now for today's topic, we are going to talk about how to stay motivated on your hair journey. And I think this is an important topic because there are so many people who may have decided to be natural but have gotten frustrated along the way because they're not seeing the results they desire. There can be a number of things. They're not enjoying the process. It's hard, and they are just trying, but it's just not working, right? And if that happens continually, of course, you will, you get downhearted and you really don't want to continue with your journey. And for you, there is a negative feeling towards being natural, And I think just from the get-go, I think the feeling of natural hair or just the thought of somebody's natural hair, people always think that, wow, this is going to be painful, or wow, this is going to be long and complicated, and it's not going to work in my favor, or it's not going to be a good experience. And immediately there is a negative association with natural hair. Now I'm going to tell you that I know this because that for me, at some point and stage of my time being natural, which has been my entire life, I've gone through the process of not liking my hair and not really wanting to spend time with it or to nurture it or to do anything, but I would rather lock it away or do styles that I really didn't have to think about it. And that in and of itself, it didn't change my process. It didn't change. And when I say process, I mean it didn't yield great results. I mean, my hair didn't grow longer than most people. I started to really experience length after having my son. But prior to that, I just think back of the many instances that I had an experience in my hair, and I wasn't excited about my hair. And I thought the process was just rough. That is the truth. But I think I was just not exposed as I should be. I think my state of mind was not open and receptive or accepting and having this place where I knew that my crown was important and spending time with my hair was a part of self-care, and I was actually caring for myself when I cared for my hair. I didn't feel that way. And so when I talk about being motivated, I talk about that place because I know how it feels, right? But I also know that I know where I am now. And so the message is really that it is possible to have a change of mindset and no longer not feel motivated, but you can feel motivated, you can be encouraged, and you can continue to really grow in your hair care journey, your hair journey, and be motivated right throughout the process, right? Now, I mentioned in a previous episode that our natural journey, it's what it is, as the word suggests, it's a journey, and it's going to need our participation. It's going to need our effort. It's going to need our contribution. It's us. It's going to need us being a part of the process and being intentional about doing the things that serve our hair well, right? So the questions: how do I stay motivated? How do I get motivated? Because sometimes it's easy to get motivated. You listen to someone and they say, listen, don't give up. And you're like, all right, cool, I'm going to push through. But then when you're in your hair and your experiences with your hair, it can get frustrating, especially if what you're using is not working. You're not seeing your hair flourishing in a healthy way. You have your scalp is irritated, your hair feels dry, there's no moisture, it's breaking. So many things may be happening, and even though you have been motivated to say, hey, I am starting on my hair care journey and I want to be natural, right? And you've been motivated, but you have not been able to stay motivated, right? So I wanted to encourage you. There are a few things that you can do to stay motivated, right? And the first thing, and I talk about this all the time, and it may seem repetitive, but trust me, it is so important. So important. And if you use this as the core, if you use this as priority for your hair journey, I promise that the results will show. It will come forth. It will bring forth fruit. Right? And the first thing, it is your words. You got to change your mind and your thoughts towards your hair, right? So I explained in a previous episode that you literally have to do an evaluation of your mind and your thoughts towards your hair. You have to find out how you really think and feel about your hair. What are these thoughts? What are these emotions towards your hair? Is it from childhood? Is it something when you were going to high school? Whatever it is, something has affected the way how you think and feel and the words that you've said about your hair. And if you really think back to thinking back about these experiences, you will recognize and you will realize that there was something that made you start to not love or appreciate your hair, right? So finding what your thoughts are about your hair will help you to identify it. That's the first thing. And then begin to change your words, your thinking, your mindset. I mentioned in a previous episode, changing your mindset, right? And that changes your words, it changes your actions, right? So I would say, to get motivation, you have to have the right mindset towards your hair. Understand that I have to have holistic and healthy, yes, wonderful, amazing thoughts about my hair and my journey. I need to celebrate, with my words, with my thoughts, my hair, and it being the crown that I've been given, right? Another thing too, in order to be motivated or to stay motivated, is that you have to celebrate your stages, right? No, if you don't celebrate each stage, and remember, it's all coming from having that healthy love and relationship with your hair. And when you're able to do that, when you start to celebrate, you'll see each stage not as something that's hard and difficult, but you would recognize that this is indeed the process of the transition with my hair. And I can remember the times when my hair was wee short. I mean, I couldn't put it in a ponytail. I couldn't nothing. My hair was, I got a very low cut. My hair was super low and I couldn't do anything with it, right? And I saw my hair little by little change before my eyes, and until I was like, okay, I can use a little extensions to kind of braid it a little bit, to do a little cornrows. But the truth is, I saw my hair change, and I celebrated every single opportunity I had. I took photo logs. And these are the things that help me to remember. When I look back on these photos, I remember my journey. I remember how short it was. I remember the different stages of my hair growing. And so when I get to where I am now, I'm in such appreciation of the journey and of the things that I've gone through. And just with you, this is what your being motivated is all about. But it all starts with a healthy place, a healthy mind, a healthy heart, healthy emotions towards your hair. It's so important. Super, super important. All right. How else to stay motivated? You know what? I would say finding what your hair likes. And it's gonna come out of when you love something or you love someone, you're gonna do good by them. I'll give you an example. I have a friend of mine. She loves anything gardening related, and flowers and plants and farm. She likes that concept. And the things that make her smile is going out and digging up dirt and putting seeds in and watering and mulching and eventually seeing the fruits of her labor, and that brings her in such a happy place and space. And that's what it is with our hair. Sometimes when we are frustrated with our hair, we are not looking at what is it that my hair needs in this time. We're more focusing on, I'm frustrated, I can't bother with my hair, I can't manage my hair, it's too hard to comb, it's too dry, I can't deal with it, and as opposed to saying, what can I do to take care of my hair? What does my hair like? What does my hair need in this season? What do these things that we observe, it's like, okay, I'm observing that my hair it seems as though my hair is not getting the moisture or the hydration that it needs. Why is my hair dry? It's more, what can I do, as opposed to I don't like, because that just eliminates the process of even trying, right? So I would encourage you to start finding out what your hair likes. And I tell you, when your mind changes, as I used an example with my friend and the fact that she loves to do gardening and plant, she literally is outside and she will dig and she would put in her and she will mulch and she will regularly, consistently, because she wants to see her ground flourish, right? So I would say that's a big deal for motivation. Yeah, and finally, the last thing I would say, and I made this point as a episode, so you can listen to it as well. You have to own your own hair care journey. Don't compare yourself to anyone. You can use people's, if you can have a desire of where you think you want your hair to go, but don't compare your journey with anyone. Your journey is unique to you. It's your crown. You have to find out how to to love on your crown and treat it well, that's something that you have to learn, and it's something you can grow into and learn. And it's going to take patience, and it's going to take consistency, and it's going to take just that continuous, as I say, consistency, and just that continuous movement to doing good for your hair, right? Doing good for your hair. So I just want to encourage you, even if you feel disappointed, or you're not feeling as though there is things happening for your hair, I want you to not to give up. Your hair is depending on you to do good by it, right? So don't give up. Don't give up, right? You can do it. And I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Is it possible? Absolutely. Can you do it? Most definitely. Trust in the process, okay? And even if you don't think your hair will show the result, don't give up on it. Don't give up on it. I remember it too. I remember when my hair didn't show me that it was as healthy as it should be. But I didn't give up. You don't give up either. Okay? All right. Thank you for listening, guys. And, do have a great one. And remember, you're beautiful. Your hair is beautiful. And you are going to see it grow and flourish. All right? So have a good one. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay? And remember, do like, comment, subscribe, share. If you are not feeling as motivated in your journey, let's talk about it. If you have any questions for me, do ask, okay? Tell me what are the reasons or what are the feelings behind you not being motivated, and let's talk about it more. All right? Have a great one. Bye-bye.